Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So in last video we had completed our answers activity. So we had some problem in our answers activity, like when we scroll all the answers in the answers activity, sometimes it is showing more than one answers in green color or red color. So that was the problem. So we'll rectify that problem in this video. So go to the answers activity. Here go to the set data function. In this, here we have three cases for different scenarios, like one for unanswered, other for the correct answer, and one for the wrong answer. So these are three cases. In these cases what we are doing is here we are setting the result to correct and its color to green. Then we are setting the colors of the options. Okay, so here we are passing which option we have selected, means user selected, and the color of the options that we want, that is green, because it's the correct answer. So here we are calling set options color. So come down to the set option color. Here we are checking the selected and we are changing the color of the selected only. If selected is 1, we are changing the first option color, and similarly second, third and fourth. So we are if suppose we have selected the first answer, so we are changing the color of the first option, option A. We are not changing the color of the B, C, D. Suppose answer A, for the first question we have answer A is correct, so we are changing its option A color to green. Then for the next question, suppose C is correct, so it is showing C in the green, also A also in the green, because we haven't resetted its color after changing it to green. Okay, so we have to reset the colors of all the options every time. Okay, so what we will do for this is, here we will delete this switch case, and here we will check if selected is equal to 1. Then we will change the option color, option A color to set text color. Item view dot get context dot get resources dot set color. Sorry, not here. What was initially? Okay, it's like this. Dot get color, sorry, not set dot get color. We'll copy this from here, and here dot resources dot get color. So we will get the green color from the resources and we'll set this color to the option A. Okay, and if the other case, means selected is not equal to 1, so we'll create one else also. If it's not equal to 1, then we will set the color of the option A. We will reset this color to default color. Okay, because here selected is not equal to 1, so we will reset the color of the option A. Okay, so here we will change its color to some default color. So let's create some default color. Go to the color.xml file. Here create another color and name it something like text normal, and set it to 919191. okay, 3 times 9 1. So this is our gray like color, it is our reset color. Okay, now come back to the answers adapter.java class. Here we will set the color of the option A to normal, text normal. Okay, similarly we will call these two if else for all the options. Like if selected is equal to 1, then this, and we'll paste it here, and here we'll change if selected is equal to 2, means we have selected the second option, then we will change the color of the B option, B, and here also B. Then after this similarly one for C and one for D. So change it to 3 if selected is equal to 3, then we'll change C, and also here C, and here D, and here also D, and it is 4. Okay, so we are changing the colors of all the options like option A, B, and C and D depending on the selected. Okay, if selected is equal to 1, we will change its color to green. Okay, not green, we have to change it to this color. It may be red, because if it's the wrong answer, then we will change this color to wrong. So here we will use this color parameter that is coming in this set option color. Okay, it may be red or green. Okay, we'll set this option option A to red or green if selected is equal to 1. We have selected this option. Else if we haven't selected this option, then we will change its color to text normal. Okay, so similarly for 2 and 3 also, here don't want green, here we want color only, and here also color, and one more for fourth option, that is color. Okay, so we have changed this set option color definition. Here we are setting this in case of correct we are passing the green color, and in case of wrong we are passing the red color. So it will set the color to this selected only option and reset all other options. Okay, and if it's an unanswered case, then we have to, in case of unanswered, we have to reset all the options. I will not set green or red in any of the options. Okay, we'll reset all the options because we haven't selected any option. So here also we will call set option color, and here we will pass selected, that is -1, and color, any color, let's say we'll pass text normal color, maybe r dot color dot text normal. We'll reset all the options to this text normal color. So it is irrelevant because we will not use it, and we will pass this selected -1. So selected is -1, so for every case else will be called. For option A, B, C, D, all the options else will be called, and it will reset the colors of all the options. Okay, so that way we are resetting all the colors depending on the selected answer. So this was the problem in the answers adapter class, sorry, not activity, answers adapter class. So we have rectified, now it will show correctly. Now we will work on bookmark feature of our app. Okay, so for bookmark, what we will do is go to the questions activity here. This is the questions activity.java, and in this we will set the bookmark questions. So here we have a button, like if we check its XML file, this layout file, here we have this button, this middle button, that is for bookmark. Okay, this button is for bookmark. So we'll change this bookmark button to bookmarked when user click on this button. Okay, so we have an instance for this bookmark button. Now we don't have an instance for this bookmark button, so we'll create an instance. So it is I think image view, it's an image view. So we'll create another variable here, private image view, and name it bookmark button B. Okay, and then we will initialize this in init here with all the variables. We will initialize it. Bookmark button is equal to find view by id r dot id dot bookmark button. Something, it's a linear layout. Okay, we'll check this in the XML file. Go to the code or go to the split here, select this. This is in activity questions. So go to the activity questions here, split, and go to this here. We have this question activity bookmark button. Okay, GK, and this image view is for bookmark, so its ID is QA bookmark button. So we'll change this ID to QA bookmark button. Okay, now it is okay. So we have this instance for bookmark button. Now we will set this set on click listener to this button. So here go to this set click listeners function. This is the set click listeners, AM mark button, submit button. After this we'll call bookmark dot set on click listener, new on click listener, and here in when user click on this bookmark button, we'll call a function add to bookmark. We have to add the question to the bookmark, add to bookmark, and we'll create this function last here. After this, private void bookmark add to bookmark. Here we will set this question, add this question to the bookmarks list. So here first we will check if this question is already bookmarked, then we will remove the question from the bookmark, and if it is not added already, then we will add it. Okay, so we will check in questions list, g questions list dot get question id, get the question instance, and we'll check if this question is already bookmarked. Okay, we don't have a bookmark in the question, so we will create this bookmark variable in question model class. So go to the question model class .java, question model .java, and here we'll create another variable, private, its type is boolean, and we will name it is bookmarked. And here also in constructor we will pass this as a last parameter. Boolean is bookmarked, and here after this status we will set this is bookmarked is equal to is bookmarked, and also we will create its getters and setters. So here press control insert, sorry, not control insert, alt insert, and go to the getters and setters. Okay, click OK. So this is our getters and setters for bookmarked. Now come back to the questions activity. Here we will check if is bookmarked, means the question is already bookmarked is true for this particular question. Then means we have to remove this question from the bookmark list, else we will add this question to the bookmark. So for adding the question to the bookmark, first we will get the question instance, and we will set bookmark to true. Okay, and then also we will change the icon to the bookmark icon to selected, because if question is not bookmarked, then the icon will be like this. Let's go to any. So this is our bookmark icon. So we'll change it. If user click on this, we will select this and change it to some filled icon, so that we will distinguish from unselected and selected bookmark. So this is unselected bookmark. This question is not bookmarked yet. So we will change this image to filled image. So here we will bookmark button dot set image resource r dot drawable dot bookmark. Do we have a bookmark in the drawable? Let's check. Go to the drawable. Here I see bookmark unselected. Okay, here we have only one bookmark image, that is for unselected bookmark. Now we want another image for selected bookmark. So go to the drawable, right click on this, create new image asset, and then click on this clip art, and here search bookmark, and we will select this filled icon, that is selected bookmark icon, and click on this and change its name to bookmark selected. Okay, and its color, let's say we want white color. Okay, so change its theme to polo dark, so that we have white color icon, and then click on next and finish. So we have this icon. Now come back to the questions activity.java. Here we will pass r.drawable. IC bookmark selected. So this we will set this icon to the bookmark, means question is added to the bookmark list. Okay, and if it is already added, means we have to remove this question from the bookmark list. Then we will first set it in the bookmark instance. This is the questions instance. This is the question instance, and we will set the bookmark to false, means now it is no more bookmarked, this question. Then we will set the image set image resource r dot drawable dot bookmark, means unselected one, this image. So here we are only setting the image, and we have updated the status in this questions list, okay, whether the question is bookmarked or not bookmarked. Okay, later we will save this result to the database also, okay, because this is a questions activity. The test is going on, so when user finishes with the test and go to the score activity, then we will upload this bookmarked status to the database. Okay, so here we are doing only this. We are on click of this bookmark button, we are adding the question or deleting the question from the bookmark list. Okay, now when user open the question, like user attempted the first test and user bookmarked the question number 1 and 2, okay, and then user finishes the test, and if user again attempted the same test number 1, then he should see the question number 1 and 2 as bookmarked, because he has bookmarked in the previous attempt. Okay, so this should be visible in the test, okay, it is bookmarked by the user or not. Okay, so how can we do this? So when we load the question in questions activity, we will check if the question is bookmarked or not. If it is bookmarked already, then we will set the image. Okay, so here we have this set data, go to the questions, submit test, in it here where we are setting the question ID, here we are setting the question ID, okay, and the status unanswered. Here also we will set the bookmark status. Okay, so we will check the status of the first question, because it is loading the question number 0. Initially we will load the question number 1, sorry, 0 is index, we will load the question number 1. So we are setting this is question number 1 out of this, and we will setting the question number 1 as unanswered. So also we will set the question number 1 as bookmarked or not. So g question list dot get 0, that is the first question, and we will check if is bookmarked. If this question is bookmarked, then we will set the image, else we will set the image. Okay, so bookmark button dot set image resource r dot drawable dot, if it is bookmarked, then we will set this image, that is selected image. Bookmark selected means this question is already bookmarked. If it is not bookmarked, then we will set this image to the bookmark, r dot drawable dot this unselected bookmark. Okay, so we'll set the image initially here, and when user go to the next question, then also we have to do this same thing. So we'll copy this code from here, and we will go to this on scroll state change method here. So when user go to the next question or previous question, then this will be called, and it will update the question ID, and here we will check after this question ID setting. Here we will check if the question ID dot get question list dot get, we will get the question ID question, means then the question that we are on currently on. Okay, so we will get the question instance, and we will check if it is bookmarked, then we will set the image, else we will reset the image. Okay, So here also we will check. This will check for all the questions. Okay, earlier we have checked only this. Here we have checked only for the first question, that is 0th index, and for all the other questions, when we change to the questions, this method will be called and it will check for all the other questions. Okay, so this way we will set the image. Okay, then we want, then we want to save this, save the result to the database. For this we have to go to the score activity. Okay, so go to the score activity .java, this file. Here we have this load data and this save result. Here after load data we create another function, that is set bookmark. And in this set bookmarks, here we will create this function. Here after save result we will create this function, private void set bookmarks. Here we want to actually what we will do is we have to maintain a list of bookmarks. Then here we will check whether user updated the bookmark list during the test, whether user unselected the already bookmarked question, because user can unbookmark any question that is previously bookmarked, and user can bookmark new question also. So we have to update that list here. So we need to maintain a list of bookmarks, okay, our bookmark questions. So go to the dbquery.java. Here create another list, that is here create another list, that is public static and list of string, a list of string, because we will store only the question ID. Question information we can get from the ID, so we will store only the question IDs to this bookmark list. So here we'll name it G underscore BM bookmark IDs list, bookmark ID list, okay, is equal to new array list. Okay, so we'll store only the bookmark question IDs to this list, so that's why its type is string only. Now we have to fill this list, fetch this list. Okay, so how we will fetch this list? We have to create a function for this. So here, let's say here we'll create another function for fetching this list from the database, public static void, and name it load BM IDs, bookmark IDs. And in this we need on complete listener, not on complete, we have my complete listener, sorry, my complete listener, and this is name it complete listener. And here we will first clear this bmid list, g bmid list dot clear, and then we will fetch this list from g firestore dot collection, and name of the collection users, and we'll store this list in users document. Okay, so in users we will fetch the document that is user id. How can we fetch the user id? Firebase auth. Okay, Firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid. So this is the document. In this document we have a collection that is user data. That collection is already there. In this collection we will create another document and we will name it bookmarks. Bookmarks. Here we will store the bookmarks question IDs. Okay, so we have to get this collection. So we'll get, and we'll add on click listener, add on success listener, new on success listener, add on failure listener, new on failure listener. Okay, what is this? Delete this, I don't want this. So here we have two methods, on success and on failure. So if in on success, here we will run a loop. So we'll fetch all the bookmark IDs. So how do we know how much bookmark IDs we have? So we have to store one more variable, that is that will tell us the number of bookmarks. Okay, so we will store this variable here. Here we have my profile and my performance. In my performance, yeah, let's my performance, is it okay? Okay, we'll store this in my performance, that is rank model. So go to the rank model.java class. Sorry, here go to this class, and here we will set this set one more variable here, that is int, or it is not here, it should be in the my profile. Okay, here go to the my profile model class, name, email, phone. Here we will set the one more variable, private int bookmark count, then we will pass here also, or don't need to pass here, let's pass it, int bookmark count. This dot bookmark count is equal to bookmark count, and we will create its getters and setters also, alt insert getters and setters. Okay, so we have this variable. Now come back to the db query class. Here, okay, here we have a problem, we have to pass this also in constructor. So 0, let's say bookmark count is 0, we'll initialize it with 0. Then we will set this where we are fetching the can create user data. Okay, here okay, so go to our database. So this is our DB, this is our users collection. in this is our user data. Here we have email ID, name, phone number, total score. Here we will add another field, that is bookmark. So we'll add another field, bookmark, and it's type to number, and let's say 0. Initialize it with 0. So we have to create this field every time a new user created. We have to create this field automatically by the code. So go to our code, Android Studio. Here any new user signed up, then this method will be called create user data, and it will create these fields to the database. Okay, here we will add another field also, that is user data dot put, and we will name it bookmarks, and we will initialize it with 0. So we will create this field also when any new user created in the database. Okay, and then when we are fetching this information, user information, we also fetch the bookmarks count. So get user data here. Yeah, here we are getting this name, email ID, phone number. Here we will also fetch the bookmarks. So we'll copy these two lines and paste it here, and this is document snapshot dot get string bookmarks. If we have this bookmarks in database, means it is not equal to null, then we will get this bookmark, get string bookmarks, and we will set it to okay, not get string because its type is long. So here also we will get not get string, here we will use only get, and here we will use get long, and we will set this to the my profile dot set bookmark, set my profile dot set bookmark count, and it is long, so we will convert it to the dot int value. So it is now it is integer. We'll set this integer to the bookmark count in my profile variable. Okay, now we have a variable with bookmark count. Now come back to the load bmids function. This here first we will get the variable for the bookmark count. So we will create a variable int count is equal to that is my profile dot get bookmark count. So it will get it will store the bookmark count, that we have total number of bookmarks. Okay, initially we have 0 bookmark. When user bookmarked any question, then this counter will increase in database also. So here we will create for loop int I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to less than count, and I plus plus. So here in this document, this bookmarks document, here we have bookmark IDs like bookmark 1 underscore ID, bookmark 2 underscore ID, like this. So we'll fetch the ID, that is string bmid is equal to document snapshot dot get or get string, and here we will pass bm plus string dot value of I plus 1, that is bm1 because I starts from 0. So bm1 underscore id. Okay, here like this, bm1 underscore id, bm2 underscore id, like this. So we fetch these IDs one by one, and we will store these IDs in our list, that is g bmid list dot add. We'll add this bmid here. Okay, so this way we will fetch the bookmark IDs one by one. Then after this for loop, we will call complete listener dot on success, and here in on failure we will call complete listener dot on failure. Then we have to this is the function that will load the bookmark IDs. Now we have to call this function from somewhere, so we'll call this function from come down here. Here we are loading all the data for all the categories, user data and users count. So here we will fetch this bookmark IDs also. After this users count, we will call the bookmark IDs function. So here we will instead of this we will call new my complete listener, and here we have two functions. We'll close this. Here we have two functions. On failure we will call complete listener dot on failure, and in on success, if we have successfully get the users count, here we will call load bookmark IDs bmids, and in this we will pass complete listener. Okay, so this way we have called bookmark IDs. So now we have bookmark IDs loaded when the app comes up. When the app load the data, all the data, it will load the bookmark IDs also. Then we have error here in questions. We have one more variable, that is bookmarked or not. So when we are fetching the questions, here we will create a variable, that is boolean, and we'll name it is bookmarked, and we will initialize it with false. Then we will check if this question is contained in the bookmark IDs list that we have fetched earlier, bookmark IDs. So we have a list, that is g bmid list. If this question ID contains in this, means this question is already bookmarked, else it is not bookmarked. So we'll check if it contains, this list contains this question ID. Question ID is doc dot get ID. This is the question ID. If it is in the list, bookmark list, so we will set this is bookmark to true. Okay, and now we have this is bookmark variable. We will set this here after not visited is bookmarked. Okay, so now here we are checking, we are setting the is bookmarked to false, and we are checking if this question ID is in this bookmark list, then we will set this is bookmarked to true. Okay, while loading the questions. Okay, so we will update this. We will be updating this is bookmarked variable. Now we have a bookmark count in the database. We have loaded the bookmark IDs from the database. Now we have to store the bookmark IDs and bookmark count to the database. How do we store? So when user submit any test, we will calculate the score Then we have to calculate bookmarks also, what all the questions user bookmarked during the test, and whether he has updated any already bookmarked questions or not. Then we will update that information to the database. So we will do that in score activity. So go to the score activity. Here we have this function, that is set bookmark. So here we will check if user updated the BMID list or not. Okay, so we'll run a loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than G question list, G underscore questions list, db query dot G question list dot size. We will check all the questions one by one, and in this loop we will check if G question list, db query dot G question list dot get I, means this is the first question, dot is bookmarked. We will check if a question is bookmarked or not. This is if and this is else. Okay, so because we have changed this is bookmarked during the test, when user click on this on the bookmark button, so we have changed this already. So after submitting the test, we will check all the questions one by one. If this question is bookmarked is true for this question, means this question is bookmarked question. So now we will check if we have to update this ID to the database or not. So we know from by here we know this question is bookmarked or not. So if we are here, means this question is bookmarked. Now we will check we have this question already in the bookmark list or not. So we'll check if gbm list, db query dot gbm list dot contains G question list, here also db query dot G question list dot get ID, G question list dot get I, then dot get ID, get question ID. Okay, we don't have question ID also in the questions, so I'll create that also, because we have only question IDs in the bookmark list. So we have to compare question ID to the bookmark list. So we'll create go to the questions model class, question model class. Here we will create another variable, that is private string question ID, QID, and here also we will pass in the constructor QID, and here also this dot QID is equal to QID, and here getters and setters. So alt insert getters and setters. Okay, so now come back to the score activity. Here after getting this question dot get, we will get QID, that is question ID. So we'll check if this question ID contains in this bookmark list. If it is already contained, will not update the bookmark list. If it is not contained in this, means here we will add not. If it not contained, because this is the bookmark question, and this question is not in this bookmark id list. So we have to add this question to the bookmark id list. So we'll add this question to the bookmark id list. So how do we add? We'll update this dbquery.bm id list dot add, and we'll add the question id. So our question id is g question, sorry, dbquery dot g question list dot get I dot or we have to fetch the question all the time. So what we can do is, here we will create instance of the question model class, question model question is equal to, here we will fetch this, control C this. So here we will fetch, first we will fetch the question, ith question, that is 0th question or 1 2 like this. This is the for loop. So we have this question. Now we'll check only this. We don't have to calculate every time we have to fetch the question. Okay, so we'll check question is bookmarked, and here also we don't need this get I thing. Here also question dot get id, and here also we don't need this get I. Here we'll check, we will add this question dot get qid. Okay, so we'll get the qid and we will add this to the bmid list. And also here also we have to update this, update the bookmark count. Bookmark count is in our my profile. So dbquery dot my profile dot set bookmark count. Here we will update this bookmark count to g bm array, oh sorry, dbquery dot g bm list dot size. We'll set the bookmark count to the size of this bmid. Okay, so this way we have added the question to the bookmark id list if it is not there. Okay, now come to the else part, that is this question is not part of the this question is not part of the bookmark, sorry, not part, this question is unbookmarked, that is not bookmarked. Okay, this is else this question is bookmarked, sorry, this is if this question is bookmarked, and this is else means this question is not bookmarked. So if it is not bookmarked, we will check, it should not be there in the bm list. So we'll check if it's there in the bm list or not. Okay, so dbquery dot bookmark list dot contains question dot get id. If it is there in the list, we will remove that question from the list. Okay, so we need these two lines, copy paste, and here instead of add we will set remove. We'll remove that question from the list and we'll update the count. Okay, so this way we will add or remove from the list questions. Okay, that is selected by the user, that is bookmarked by the user. Okay, now we have set these bookmarks, we have updated this bm list. Now we have to store this bm list to the database. So for this we have to go to the dbquery class, dbquery.java. Here in save result, what is the error here, in load question. Okay, now we have one more variable, that is question id. So here we will pass dot get id. Okay, now come to the save result there should be save result function. This is the function that is save result. So here we will from here we will upload the BM ID list, bookmark ID list to the database. Okay, so here we will mark bookmarks, this for bookmark, and we will create a map, that is string object, and we'll name it BM data. Mark data is equal to new array map, and in this we will run a loop. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than count is bmid list, gbmid list dot size. Will run the loop for all the variables in the BM list, and in this for loop we will add this BM list data one by one to the BM data map. So BM data dot put, and ID is BM plus string dot value of I plus 1, that is BM1 2 like this underscore ID. This is the ID, and the value is gbm list dot get I. This is the value. Now we will add this this BM data to the bookmark document. So our bookmark document is let's say document reference, and we'll name it BM doc is equal to gfirestore dot collection is users dot document is firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid dot collection, and collection is users data. Collection is what is the collection? Let's check in the load BMID. This is the load BMID. Collection is user data, and in this document bookmarks. Copy this and come back to the save result here. This here paste this. So in this collection user data we have this bookmarks document. We have to update this BM data to this document. So after this we will add this to the batch dot set, and the document is BM doc, and the data is BM data. So we have updated this list to the database, uploaded this list, and then we have to upload the count also. We have to change the bookmark count. So we have to update bookmark count from here we are updating total score. Then here we will also update the batch not batch, actually we have to change this user doc but in a single query. So what we will do is we'll create a map here also. So we'll create a map string object, and we will name it user data new array map. Okay, here we will set user data dot put. So first we will set this score, total score. First we will put this here, and in this value is score. Then we will put user data dot put our bookmarks. So this is our bookmarks count, and its value is the size of this gbm id list dot size. So this is its value. Now we will set this user data to this user document. So here we don't want this, we want user data. Okay, so this way we will upload total score and bookmarks in a single query, and here we have uploaded the bmid list also. So now I think all is done, so let's test it. So this is our app. Now go to this GK category and test number 1, start. Here we have, as we can see, this question is not bookmarked, so let's bookmark this question. And next question, this is not bookmarked, this is also not bookmarked. Bookmark this question also. So we have bookmarked question number 1 and 3. Okay, then let's submit this test. Yes. So as you can see, we have bookmarked only 2 questions, 1 and 3rd. So you can see we have this 2 in the bookmark, means we have 2 questions in the bookmark now. And also in user data we have this bookmarks, and here we have 2 IDs of the 2 questions, IDs of the 2 questions, that is first question and 3rd question. Okay, so we can check this. If we go back to the main activity here, and if we attempt this test again, GK test number 1, and start, then we can see this question is already bookmarked because we have bookmarked in the previous attempt. Okay, and next, this question is not bookmarked, and this 3rd question is also bookmarked. Okay, now we will bookmark 4th question, and we will unbookmark 3rd question because we don't want 3rd question as bookmark question. So we will unbookmark this, and we will bookmark 4th question. Okay, so our ID should change because now we have 1st and 4th question as a bookmark question. So we will submit this test. Yes. Okay, now you can see our this ID is changed, and our bookmark is still 2. Okay, bookmark count is 2. We can see this. We exit this app and again open this app, and we'll see if we see our results or not. So click on the GK category, test number 1, start. You can see first question is bookmarked. Okay, and then go to the 3rd question. 3rd question is not bookmarked. 4th question is bookmarked. Okay, so we have this bookmarked thing working. Bookmark feature is working fine. So because we have this information in the database, so every time the app loads, it will fetch the information from the database. Okay, so it is working fine now. Now we have one thing left, that we want a screen where all the bookmark question will be listed. Okay, so we want that screen here. Here we want a tab for bookmarks, and when user click on this bookmark or saved questions, then user should it should display a screen with all the bookmark questions from all the tests and all the categories. Okay, all the bookmark question will be listed there. So we will implement this in the next video. So that's it from this video, guys. If you like this video, please press the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.